friends that kill you for love and money. We have heard these kind of crimes happening in other places, right? But something like this have happened in Johor, Malaysia as well. They called it the Kulai School Beauty Hostage Murder. Today's story might make you feel angry and frustrated. This is the crime case of Lai Ying Xin. Hey you guys, and welcome to the GMC channel where I bring you the ghost, the mystery, the crime from my country, Malaysia. I am Esther Vincent, also known as LiaMia on social media. Do follow me, do like, do subscribe to this channel. It really does help the channel out to grow and encourages me to make more. And for today, I hope you guys stick around till the end of this video. Thank you. So who was our victim, Lai Ying Xin? She was born in 16th of April 1992. She was the third in her family, so she has two older sisters and one younger brother. She grew up in Kulai, Johor. She wasn't just any normal schoolgirl. She was among one of those popular ones. She was kind, she was hardworking, also a good-looking girl studying in SMK Sultan Ibrahim. So she was basically beauty with brains and personality. She got 7 A's and B's in her PMR exam. That is a huge thing to brag about back in the days. Yeah, now we don't have the PMR exam, but back in the day, PMR exam was like the second biggest public exam in the secondary school. So that's a huge thing, 7 A's. Like, I didn't even get half of that. So she was really doing good in her studies. Despite all this, she was well liked. She was active in her extracurricular activities, and she managed to hold on a part-time job in a shopping mall. Why, you ask? She's doing all this? Well, to help out her family. Isn't that very nice of her? On top of that, she also wanted to secure herself because after her studies, after she was done with school, she wanted to travel and study in Taiwan to pursue her dream of becoming a stewardess, to explore the world. This girl, she was having everything going so good, so well for her, until came this one day in 2008 that stole everything. On the 11th of September 2008, then the 16-year-old Ying Xin finished her shift at the shopping mall and left that shopping mall at about 9:15 p.m. She left for home and would never arrive back. The next morning, though, her family got a call from an unknown number. The voice on the other side said, quote, "We have your daughter. Pay 60,000 Malaysian ringgit if you want her alive," end quote. Now, at this point, this family is shocked, panicked. They lodge a police report. Now, her parents, her family, they weren't rich. They were normal people. So they begged, they scrambled, they borrowed money wherever they could. And in a day, they were only able to gather up about 33,000 Malaysian ringgit. And they actually gave this money to the kidnappers through Yin Xing's boyfriend, who was able to bring it up and drop it off at the designated area that the kidnappers mentioned in Taman Indrapura, Johor, just so they would get their daughter Ying Xin safe and alive. But you know what the kidnappers did? Literally nothing. Ying Xin never got back home. By now, the police was already hot on this case. You know, they were pursuing whoever this might be, tracing all the calls, doing everything that they can to find out who these jokers were. And on 15th of September, police arrested 7 youngsters, young boys. So after some questioning, 3 of them were released because they didn't seem to have any connection to this crime, and 4 of them were left. And guess what? Soon enough, these 4 admitted to the crime. They led the police to a forest near Taman Putri Kulai, and there the police found the charred remains of Ying Xin. Autopsy confirmed that she was strangled to death first, and then her body was burned. Why did they burn her? Well, to get rid of all the evidence. But the DNA tests confirmed that it was indeed her. One small piece of relief, though, she was not SA'd in any way. I don't even know whether that can be even counted as a relief, because she was a young girl, 16-year-old girl, having a good life, doing so good for herself, and she was brutally murdered by people she knew. That's right. Yep. These 4 dudes, these 4 guys, shameless boys who did this, these were her classmates. her schoolmate and friend, people, boys that she knew. Literally wolves clothed in sheep's clothes. Her funeral was heartbreaking. Her boyfriend, Ko Ting Lu, her teachers, her classmates, everyone came to pay in their last respects. They all remembered her as a kind soul, hardworking, and obedient. Her mother, though, she later revealed something shocking. She mentioned that one of these four boys actually harbored feelings for Ying Xin, and he actually confessed that to her, and she rejected him. So there are theories out there, and some people believe that this crime wasn't just about money. It was literally revenge. Revenge that she said no to him. Like, honestly, boys, learn how to take rejection. If a girl says no, then it's no. Not just girl. If anyone says no, then it's a no. There is so many other more people out there that you can, try or pitch or however you may put this. Come on, if someone said no, then it's a no. Don't turn to do stupid things like this. Just don't. Think. Use your brains. God. On the same month, September 25th of 2008, four suspects were officially charged. Wong Soon Hang, 16 years old, Teh Kim Hong, 22 years old, the only adult, Leong Soon Long, 17 years old, and Wong Kah Wai, 16 years old. All four of them were charged with kidnapping and murder, but here's the catch. I just mentioned only one of them were adult. Three others were underage, and in Malaysian law, minors cannot get death penalty. They get detained under the Sultan's mercy, which basically means you would be prisoned until the Sultan pardons your crime and decides to let you go. This comes under the Section 97 of the Child Protection Act. Are these three childs, 16 and 17 years old? I don't think so. So the only one facing the gallows was the 22-year-old Teh Kim Hong. Yeah. The prosecutors said that on the 11th of September, they abducted Ying Xin while she was on her way home after her work. Then they strangled her to death, then proceeded on to burning her body. Only after that, they decided to call her family and ask for the ransom. Cold-blooded, heartless, like you already killed your child and now you want to call in asking for ransom, claiming that if they give the money you could send her back alive. You have already burned her. Oh my god, how cruel are these boys. And get this, one of the four boys charged, one of this guy, he even pretended to be shocked about the abduction, staying with the family, and acted all concerned. Why, if you ask? Well, he stayed with the family so that he could keep tab of the family's movement and keep his accomplices updated. At one point, he even encouraged the family, coerced the family to pay up the ransom so that they would get their daughter back safe and alive. The audacity that this dude has. Can you believe that? And you want to call all these people children? No, he knows that Ying Xin is no more. He knows what all four of them have done to her, and he still could stay with the family, give them hope. Now comes the courtroom drama. Teh, the 22-year-old only adult out of the four, he took the stand and said, quote, "Not me, I didn't do it." End quote. His excuse was he said that he lent his car to a friend who wanted to go out on a date with his girlfriend, and when the friend returned the car back to him, he found Ying Xing's phone in the car. But of course, he found someone's phone in the car, and he does not think that that's suspicious. Really? You want us to believe that? Who in their right mind finds a missing girl's phone in their car and decides not to say anything about it? He's the one. He finds someone's phone in his car and he's like, that's nothing to see here. This is back in 2008. Phones were luxury back then, like handphones especially. So he finds one and he's like, there's nothing here. Nah, this is nothing. It's normal. My friends leave their phone in my car all the time. He also claims that the police tortured him. He said that they electrocuted him, dunking his head in the water, forcing a confession out of him. Meanwhile, the other boys, the other three, the minors, they downplayed everything as well. They claimed, we didn't plan to kill her. Quote, we didn't have a common intention. Yeah, right. Strangling, burning, and then ransom call, but apparently none of them had any common intention, it seems. In the end, Tae Kim Hong, the adult, he was sentenced to death, and the three others got indefinite? Indefinite. The other three got indefinite detention at the Sultan's mercy. Case closed, you think? Nope, not yet. Because fast forward to 2023, Malaysia changed the law. No more death penalty or no more mandatory death penalty. Judges can choose from life sentences, long prison terms, or still give death penalty for one of those really, really bad, crazy cases. So, yeah, mostly it was long-term prison sentences or life in prisons, life sentences. So Tae, the adult dude who's there for a death sentence, he applied right away, and boom, May of 2024, his death sentence was commuted. He got 40 years in prison and 17 strokes of the cane on the bottom, the buttocks. Now this sounds heavy, right? Like this sounds, yeah, pretty good. 40 years in prison, 17 strokes of the cane. Yeah, that's good. But no, remember, he was arrested back in 2008, which means by 2048, he would be walking out a free man in his mid 60s, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, late 50s, mid 60s. Yeah, he would be out and alive. How is that even fair? Let's keep in our mind the young 16-year-old Ying Xin's life was taken when she was so young. She's no more here, and this dude is gonna come out still breathing, still able to see the world. How is that a fair trade? Like, I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys tell me. Ying Xing's family, they were devastated of this result. You know, her mother and her sister, they were very, very angry and disappointed. They wanted him executed. Like they even talked about applying for a death penalty again for this dude. And the worst part, they even claim that they are afraid of this guy once he's released. Why? Well, because these four boys, these four guys, when they were caught, when they were arrested in the courtroom, none of them showed any remorse. There were no apologies, no guilt from these boys. Imagine living with that fear, knowing that one day these boys, these guys who have taken your daughter's life are going to come out and live a free life. What would they be capable of doing once they are out? You know, the public's reaction was just as divided because some, they argued that the law should be humane, while others, majority, they talked about the victim's right. Like, what about Ying Xing's rights? What about the victim's right? What about the justice that the victim should receive? Finally, it all brews down to this debate of justice versus mercy, right? Where to stand, who to stand for. Again, you guys tell me. If you guys here now still listening to this, you guys tell me. You know, I am leaning towards the justice for the victim because these people, they know what they did was wrong, and I don't think so they deserve a second chance. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. Those three minors, they would be out if the Sultan decides to pardon their mistakes, their crime, and decides to release them. And this adult dude, he's said to be out, a free man by 2050. That is the latest update on that case. I cannot believe how school kids, and even though that adult guy, he was just 22 years old, how such young kids had the guts to strangle and kill someone and then burn them. Like, and so yeah, that, you guys, was the tragic case of Lai Ying Xin, a young girl's life who was stolen by people that she trusted for nothing more than just mere money. What do you guys think? Do you think that the resentencing was fair? Or are you guys on the parents' side, on the family's side? Like I said just a while back, I am on the family's side. Like, no, these people knew what they did. So yeah, that is it, you guys. If you guys liked this video, do share it with others, people who might find this interesting. Let them know of this channel, introduce them to this video, this channel. And if you guys liked it, please go down there and hit that like button. That will really encourage me, show me that you guys are liking the video. Please do also comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Go down to my channel, click on the subscribe button. It really does help the channel to grow, help the channel to reach more people, encourages me to make more. So until the next ghost mystery crime from my country, Malaysia, stay safe out there, take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.